probably be swatted after that run at the end. And then Godly said, thanks for warming that up for me because that's now mine. And we're seeing a complete shift of things, including this match here, because game number 1 is Simple versus Seijaru to start off this other side of top 8.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to tell you right now, my, moments.gg folder has to just be absolutely full of all the incredible plays that we have seen here today. And for everyone else, too, make sure that you guys download that if you want to get the 100% free Apex Pro keyboard in-game cosmetic for the Brawlhalla sword. It's incredible. But speaking of incredible, this matchup is absolutely electric as we have Simple going against Seijaru right now. And Simple is not looking too hot against Seijaru.
No, I mean, I think it's one of those things where you kind of have to get the pace. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yeah, you just got to get the pacing of how Val wants to rush you down, and then you catch a mistake. And that ended up leading to a really good stock after catching the GC D-Sig and pushing him off stage. Did not have enough room to make it back because you have to dodge the ground pound there.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of the veterancy come out from a lot of these players, right? Like, Zyder played really, really well, and then we saw Pavelski start to adapt, right? Simple is one of those players who is so good. I'm sorry, I had to pause for a second. I thought Simple just took that stock. Oh, wait, Seijaru never touched. Seijaru never touched.
Oh,
he didn't get the stock.
My God.
Oh, my. No way!
Simple wanted it so bad he was willing to throw away that last stock to get it because he was so deep in the red. But then after that, Seijaru still never got back to the ground. And now we're seeing, even though a stock finally just flew, Seijaru has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. And, so 2 stocks to 1 stocks. I think, no matter how this game ends up, I think Seijaru still does have a very strong chance because one thing's for certain right now with Seijaru, we're seeing Seijaru be able to string together a lot of combos, which that shows you can read your opponent very efficiently and you can build up damage very fast. So although Simple does have a massive lead here, don't count Seijaru out.
Oh, no, absolutely not. That is, especially here on Demons, you could get a very quick edge guard. Somebody misses out and boom, you're back into it. So you have plenty of options to still get yourself back in the game. You just have to keep composed, especially staring down Simple, who has access to hammer. You see him kind of, I think he's trying to get data on how Seijaru reacts there so he can find a hammer recovery and catch a free stock.
Yeah, absolutely. But Simple looking for the KO confirm here on the edge. Wow. For those of you who don't know, that dodge through that D-Sig is like literally 1 frame. 1 frame, and Seijaru was able to hit that perfectly calculated, but it might not be enough as the D-Light Slayer does come out. Simple is now looking to confirm the KO here once again. And Seijaru was able to make it back. Goes for the spot number to the D-Sig, still unable to connect. And all right, Seijaru in a position to confirm
D-Light
the KO.
Slayer still not enough just yet. Trying to go for the high call. Simple gets around it. Good job, and gets over to get the weapon. Now you're in trouble because even not even stops there. Just a straight up Slayer should take it out at this point if you hover around that ledge too much.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. GC D-Light into recovery. So definitely brought back. I mean, Seijaru was down 2 stocks. Now we're,
it's Val Gauntlet time.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, Val Gauntlet crazy stock. Find yourself a Nair off stage if you can force it and catch Simple slipping, which Seijaru wanted it.
Yep.
Saw an opportunity for the Dare to try and push there, Rain.
It's just tough because, see, Sword is one of the best weapons in the game at edge guarding here, and Seijaru cannot get hit with a D-Light or even a Sair, or even a recovery, because once Simple is able to get stage control, it is going to open up so many opportunities. But Seijaru, see, the key is Seijaru understands that that's what Simple is trying to hit that D-Light over and over again. Oh no, now we're getting hammered.
Yeah, I think Seijaru was under, you were correct. Seijaru kept jumping around it to try and bait a D-Light to get the whiff punish. But then once Simple realized that, it's like, oh, all right then, what if I just go to hammer now?
Yeah.
Good luck, because you ain't jumping around. You ain't jumping around me that much when I have hammer on my hands.
No way at all. Okay, that was the replay to that second stock that we had that Simple got such a huge lead. So I guess when you come back and you look at it, technically, Ajax, if you eliminate that super early stock, I mean, they were pretty much neck and neck the entire time.
Yeah. Which is why I'm kind of surprised after how neck and neck that was. That was pretty close. We're actually going to see. I mean, look at that. Simple won, but was behind in damage.
Yeah.
446 to 490. There was just Simple recognizing better situations at ledge, catch it, and also just the ease of finding KOs with hammer by comparison is going to be in your favor. But we're going to see a switch over now to Rayman off of the Val. Kind of surprised me a little bit considering how good the Val looked in that, but what do you think is the logic behind it?
So I think Seijaru found that there was a ton of opportunity for him to build up damage very fast with gauntlets, right? That was kind of, the big difference. But again, the offstage is not working. and Simple gets basically a clean stock off the rip.
There's your moments.gg moment right there.
Yeah.
that is an instant replay for sure. That was within like, what, 18 seconds
Yeah,
for the first stock?
that was tough. That was tough. So now, you know, but maybe Seijaru, like, you know, maybe Seijaru's into that, you know, like, hey, I want to be put in a bit of a deficit so I could climb back, come back, and then win. So, you know what? I like it, Seijaru. I'm the same way.
You know,
I'm the same way. That clutch gene kicks in. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you got to get pushed down and like, feel like you don't have something to work, and then you build the comeback story. You try to become the underdog. That's what we call people who regularly run through losers. That's our ultimate John. And for casters, we're just casters, baby. But for Seijaru, not today. Gets the KO off the side. Took quite a bit of damage to get there, but that was really good considering how badly that first stock went.
I'm not gonna, it's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, how good Seijaru is at bringing the game back after being put at such a bad deficit early on. So no matter how far ahead Simple still seems right now, I mean, I would say Seijaru is still in a very, you know, strong position to compete within this set.
Yeah, I think so, absolutely, because how many times have we seen Rayman win of late? Everybody loves Rayman for a reason, but that is going to be a KO off the top from the sword. Everybody loves that sword simplicity to find KOs with D-Light or D-Light into recovery every single time. And Simple really just embodies that name. Simplicity is key. He always finds a way to just make sure he shuts it down without doing too much, and I think that could play against Seijaru because of the fact that Simple understands there's not much he needs to do to get the lead.
And now as Seijaru's starting to build up this damage, the trouble that Seijaru is having right now is that Simple doesn't really make many mistakes.
Yep.
And any mistake that Seijaru has made, Simple punishes tenfold on top of that, where we're not seeing Seijaru do that as much. Oh no, big edge guard right here. Here it comes, watch out for D-Sig. We have not seen Simple pull out D-Sig once. No, it goes for ground pound.
Yeah, I think the last time we saw the D-Sig was in game 1 on the very first play, and then backed away from it because it's like, okay, here's my one trick in the box, but I'm going to pull it out right now. And now you have to worry about that as it goes on. But Simple already showing the hand on the ground pound before, trying to find maybe a D-Light Sair and finding his way back onto Seijaru. However, the hope looking very slim as it goes on, because now you're getting into those ranges where Bodvar always has the consistency to find a KO where it is going to hit right there. Simple moves up 2 games currently on Seijaru.
Oh, yo, you see that? Yo, with the Rayman, with the basketball emote.
Oh,
Rayman,
thank you. That's the first time we've seen it today.
Actually, he dribbles the body.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
that is a reference to the game itself. I love it. I am so
yeah.
Okay, what is going on?
Man, we have
You're looking at the same thing I'm looking at, right?
Coming in hot that is showing everything going on. But yes, Seijaru's, I think Seijaru is just trying to keep everyone on edge. As we do rotate into that, look at it, what Simple has been able to do, though, just consistent, true combo KOs. That's the whole story behind Simple, right? Simple is just one of those players who makes the most of every single opportunity that you are able to give them. And because of that, I mean, look at that in slow-mo. I love how we got this in slow-mo. Look at the body, back and forth, through the legs. Man, I'll tell you what, Snowy, if you're watching, I'm telling you right now, I better see the Rayman with that emote tomorrow.
Bro,
Snowy.
how do you block somebody who's all head and no body? Like you literally can't block that. There's nothing you can do about it.
That's
like,
true.
So this is locked in, and I am confused, but we're going to see it come out. We're seeing the Lord Rex coming up from Seijaru.
Yep.
Do you okay, so is this like a deep in the pocket, like perfect game plan that he's got going, or do you feel like this is a reach? What do you think is happening here?
I mean, I think that, you know, the opportunity that Seijaru has right now is to kind of take that little Zyder flow, right? Where you have to do something crazy, something super unexpected to really throw your opponent off your game. So maybe with this Lord Vrax pick, Seijaru's like, look, Lord Vrax has really good SIGs. Lord Vrax has Lance. Lord Vrax has blasters. I have not used a single one of those weapons against my opponent yet. Maybe I can kind of throw him off guard and find a way to get at least one game.
What I see from this pick is Seijaru screaming, "Stay away from me!"
No.
And then it's exactly why, because Simple finds another KO off the. That was like 12 seconds in the beginning of the game. The Lord Vrax with the blasters to shoot him away, the Lance to keep him away, and it doesn't matter because Simple is going. This is an any % speed run of Seijaru right now. Please help him. This category is unchecked. He's gonna get the world record.
Look at the damage. I think we're 30 seconds on the dot right now. Look at the damage. 40 seconds.
Oh my God.
Almost 2 stocks that weapon throw. No. Not like like this. Not the 3-stock 3-0. Not like this.
Kali and Mess get the defibrillator. We got Alien down. We got to send him to Area 51. It doesn't matter.
No.
Someone get him medical attention ASAP. Simple is not letting him breathe.
I believe in you, Seijaru. Do it. Get that 1 stock. We got this. Let's go. Let's go. Turn it up, man.
Nah, this looks like a whole 3-stock and a handshake. Trying to go for a ground pound. Simple chasing him down. Gets the recovery. There's no reason not to go downstairs. And he's going to catch him. You are not making it past that. It's Simple with the fastest game we have seen all day. Not having any bit to do with that Lord Frags. Saying we'll be seeing you. And he's going to go ahead and find himself a match in losers quarters up against Swatter for the Bodvar Ditto.
I don't even know if that was longer than a minute.
Honestly, we're gonna check the replay. It did get into the 6.
Okay, a minute.
But it was barely. It was a minute 13 seconds.
Wow. And if you just
how did you even?
You look at the damage.
How did you even do 105? I don't even remember when you got 105.
Yeah.
I don't know where that happened.
I mean, although we do got to bring this up though. Seijaru PR 27 was able to take out Akno.
Yeah.
Had a phenomenal loser.